Hello and welcome to Fairfield City Open Library's Mother's Day craft. Today we'll be doing paper plate bracelet weaving. To create this project, you'll need a paper plate, a ruler, a pencil, some yarn, and scissors. Let's put this aside and get started. First, we're going to need our ruler and measure out 50 centimetre length of yarn or string, whatever you have handy. Now we've got our base length, we'll measure all the others against this. We need 7 pieces total. So I'll start by doing 2 pieces of each of the colours that I have. Now I've got 2 of each. All that's left to do is decide which colour you want a third piece of. I'm going with the light blue. Let's put those aside and get our paper plate. Fold it in half to make it easier to cut. Take your scissors and cut just along the inside of the plate. We won't be keeping the rim this time, so if you're not planning on using it for another craft project, you can cut just straight across to make cutting out the centre nice and easy. Make sure you're careful with scissors as they're sharp. Great, now you've cut out your circle. Let's fold it in half the other way. This will give you guidelines on where your centres are. Then take your ruler and your pencil and divide it into 8 even pieces, or as even as you can. Once we've done this, you'll need your scissors. We're going to cut approximately 2 centimetres down each line. Great, now we have a 2 centimetre line on each of. Now take your pencil in the centre and push through. It might take a little bit of wiggling. Now we've got our hole. Next we take our yarn, all of it, and tie a knot on the one end. Might take a little bit of wiggling, pull it tight, and we're ready. Turn over your circle and gently thread through your yarn. Pull it through until the knot is right at the top of the hole. Now separate each piece of yarn into the notches that you've cut on your lines. Try and space out the colours as best you can. This will make for a really fun pattern later in your bracelet. You might have noticed that there are 8 notches but only 7 pieces of yarn. There's a reason for this. That's how we're going to cross our yarn over and make our bracelet. Taking the 3rd piece from the centre, we place it into the notch with no yarn. Keep turning the circle as you go so that the empty notch is always facing you. Taking the 3rd piece and placing it into the empty notch. Continue until your bracelet has grown to the length that you're happy with. Once you're happy with how long your bracelet is, remove all the yarn from the notches. Then pull the yarn back through the hole. Taking your yarn, tie a knot as close as you can to the edge of your bracelet. Make sure all the yarn pulls through and is nice and even. Leaving a small gap, we're going to make a second knot on this end. Once again, taking all your yarn, make a knot, make sure it's all even, and pull it so it's tight. The gap should be about a finger width, or 2 if you have very little fingers. Now our bracelet's all done. All that's left to do is push the knot at the first end through the hole with the 2 knots. And just like that, your bracelet's done. Perfect for a Mother's Day gift or even a friendship bracelet. Thank you for watching Fairfield City Open Library's Mother's Day Craft paper plate bracelet weaving. Bye!